Hello everyone and welcome to the 16th Annual Burbank International Film Festival here at the beautiful AMC Burbank 16. I'm Kambra Potter and I am honored to be your host for all of our red carpet interviews this weekend. We have over 160 films screening this weekend and we are celebrating filmmakers from all around the globe. We would like to thank all of our incredible sponsors and advertisers for their continuous support of the Burbank International Film Festival and for making this special 16th anniversary festival possible. Ladies, welcome to the Burbank International Film Festival. Absolutely. First of all, what is your film and how did it feel to see it here at the AMC?
The Secret in the Basement, and it was pretty incredible to see it on the big screen, and the theater was packed, so that was exciting. It was great.
Totally freaky. It was amazing seeing all the films, our film, and all the support too. So definitely felt that sold out crowd.
What were your roles in Secret in the Basement?
I played the role of Talia, and I'm also one of the co-producers of the film. Yeah.
I was the writer, and I also was assistant director.
Marissa Harba, and I play the evil mom, psychopath mom.
And I'm Laura D'Antoni, I'm the director. We shot for 3 days. It was an incredible 3 days, but the fact that I wasn't sure that what was in my mind was going to end up the way, we wanted. That's always the thing when you're directing. It's just like, well, it's in my head this way, but how's it going to look on? And we couldn't find a basement because we're in LA, and my film is called The Secret in the Basement, so we're like, what do we do? And we ended up, but I mean, the way it turned out, we ended up finding this spot. There was kind of a loft with stairs and stuff, and we totally pulled it off. And seeing it on the big screen now, I'm like, we did it. Looks great. So
Really great.
yeah.
Well, that's so cool that I love that you shared that because there are not really many basements in LA, but you made it happen.
We did a lot of research, and we were like, no.
There are none. Seat 23B, what is it about? Without giving too many spoilers away, of course.
It's about a man who's running from his personal demons while stuck on an airplane. So it's a kind of a psychological horror thriller in a short form.
What's the runtime?
It's about 14 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it potentially going to be a feature? Was it a proof of concept or?
It possibly could be, but right now it is what it is, and we're happy with what it is. It's very exciting, and it's fun to see it on the big screen, especially at festivals like the Burbank Festival. I'm just happy that we were able to get it to be on an airplane. That was the biggest achievement, so it's exciting to see that, and the visual effects that we use to make it appear a lot larger than it is on the inside.
Okay.
So so I guess you could say the VFX stuff was really, really pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there were challenges with getting a plane to shoot in. How was that process?
Yeah, especially on pretty much no budget. Looking around, finding a place that could house the whole production, not just the shooting of it. So we had to look around and make our deals, and we found a great place up in the northern part of Los Angeles County.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Licht, and I'm one of the actors in 23B, playing the role of Bertram.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Erica Ibsen, and I play the flight attendant in seat 23B.
Hi, I'm Michael Greenspan. I co-wrote this and produced it and directed it and edited the film. So here I am. Yes, nice to meet you. Yes.
I'm Kimberly Wallace. I play Judith LaFleur in 23B, seat 23B.
So out of all these hats that you wore, do you have a favorite?
Directing, really, it's all for that. I mean, the goal is to work with actors. That's the thing that motivates me and drives me to be on set and work with this talented group, Erica, Jeremy, and Kim, and JG, who's not here tonight. That's the goal, to make something that resonates and you're excited about and that other people get excited about. And you can bring everybody together and make something special.
I will say in all honesty that it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time shooting it. It was an intense shoot, and I think it came together really well. So very proud of the product that ended up getting made and getting to work with all these talented people.
I have to say that my favorite moment was probably Jeremy's least favorite, because there is a point where Jeremy has an encounter with duct tape. I don't want to give anything away.
It's true.
But I enjoyed it, but I don't think Jeremy enjoyed it that well.
Whatever needs to be done is what needs to be done. And to their credit, they just went with it and said yes. I know when I turned away, they said, "Not mother." But you know what? They still did it, and it was amazing. And like Jeremy said, we were so proud of this. It turned out amazing, and we're just super proud of this project, yeah.
So Rory, welcome to the Burbank International Film Festival.
Thank you.
Of
yes.
course.
My first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, double welcome.
Thank you.
What film are we celebrating tonight?
So tonight we're celebrating Unwavering. This was a film I got to be an associate producer on, and then also ended up doing the COVID protocol. That was interesting, trying to figure out all of the systems that SAG hadn't put in place, and just make sure we're following all of that. And then I also got to act in it as well. I would say the favorite part is being a producer on it. And the reason is because when I saw the film, that I was the last amount needed to actually make it happen.
Okay.
So, the whole reason I even jumped on it, this was in 2020, I think, when we did the fundraising, and that was during, the Floyd uprisings, all that kind of stuff, and everything was happening. And at that point, I think myself and many others, we didn't understand what was going on in that certain community. We didn't understand the prejudices that have been going on. And so this film was very important in that because it told the story about in the 1960s, this is when a student body in Berkeley actually went ahead and rose up and said, we no longer want to be just taught the history books of what's happened in colonialism, but we want to know what happened in our communities, in the African communities, and Asian, etc. And they wanted to have a voice heard. And so for me, when I saw that at that pivotal time, I'm like, I have to understand that I come from a point of privilege, even if I was born in Arkansas in a small town farm, etc. But because of the color of my skin, unfortunately, that has given me a certain privilege here in the States. And so to see what has happened and to try to help tell the stories of that community and say, listen, you need to see what's going on and how can we help it in whatever way is possible. That was the most important thing to me. And I'm very blessed and honored by the amazing team, the female empowerment team that made it all happen. Allie, who was an amazing director, and then we had Christine, who helped wrote that and made it all happen. But just for me to have a small part and to say this is an important story to be told was amazing. Mom, this is for you.
Yeah, what film are we here celebrating tonight?
Captive. It's part of the Thrills and Chills horror block tonight at 9:30. Los Angeles premiere. We premiered on the East Coast a few months back, but yeah, this is my Burbank premiere. As a Burbank resident currently, I'm very proud to be a hometown premiere.
I love that. Congratulations. That's like double exciting.
Yes, very exciting. And part of the short was actually shot in Burbank too, so it's like a big homecoming in general. So yeah. Captive is a play on the girl alone in a cabin in a woods alone at night type trope of horror that flips itself on its head along the way, and twists, turns, all the fun, and horrorful. We got hit with a blizzard on our second day of shooting. What was supposed to be a dusting of snow ended up being 8 to 10 inches. That was not planned, so that was fun. We made it through, we pivoted, cut shots, and made the movie however we can, and we got free production value out of it, so we took it,
Thank you for having me. Oh my God.
Yes.
What a privilege.
Oh, well, who are you and what film are we supporting today?
I'm Rem Scoble. I am the writer-director of Beverly Hills Exorcist, which is a feel-good horror comedy playing tonight at 9:30 p.m.
Feel-good horror comedy. What a combination. Wow. So what can you tell us without giving anything away? We don't want any spoilers, but can you give us a little bit of the plot?
A team of exorcists who are trying to clear out a house that's too expensive to be haunted. And so the market forces always win. They'll risk life and limb to do it. And I want to say also this film has over 160 visual effects shots, which for the 11-minute running time is a ratio that's about equal to Avengers Endgame.
Wow. Now, where did the inspiration for this come from?
Well, I love magical horror. So I love like the Freddy Krueger sequels, where people have magic dream powers and they're so colorful and scary. And I wanted to bring that energy to life with modern technology and an incredible cast, just an incredible cast who, even though it was so hard to work with visual effects, they really rose to the challenge, and it all shows on screen.
Beverly Hills Exorcist?
That's right.
What's your role?
I'm actually not in it. I wrote the music. So the music's in it and sounding and having fun, but I'm just sitting at a desk writing it behind the scenes, having a blast.
I mean, your art is in it, your creativity is in it. So how does it feel to be part of it?
Amazing. And collaborating with Rem, the director and writer, was a dream. I mean, for someone like me, it's great to have someone who has a strong vision, but also really leans heavily into the collaborative side of it. Working with him was fantastic, and the film in general took on a fun, adventurous vibe of score that featured a lot of orchestra, which is where my heart lies, and that was just amazing to write, and had a blast doing it. Yeah.
I was going to ask if you had a favorite musical instrument to either play or listen to.
Yeah. Well, I'm a percussionist, so drums and timpani and cymbals and stuff. That's me. So I love that. The French horns are super fun. They're like the heroes of the orchestra, and they're great. And they play the main character's theme, Sonia's theme, which plays in full at the very end of the movie and heard in bits.
So Back to Bridgewood just premiered earlier today?
West Coast premiere.
West Coast premiere, which is the best coast premiere. I mean, come on.
West Coast, best coast.
Right, thank
Definitely.
you. How did it feel to see it here at the AMC 16?
Oh, it was awesome. It's so fun to see it all come together. It was really colorful and such a heart and positivity, which I love to see. I got to work with my friend in her directorial debut. Kelsey did a great job, and I'm so glad that she brought us on board. We got an amazing cast and a whole crew that came together, and it was just really lovely. Yeah, just overall lovely to see it, on the big screen.
Yeah.
I got to play a Hollywood jerk, like an agent who's just kind of, mean, like a bit of a meanie, like a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fun to play a baddie in a film that has such a positive heart. We don't like him.
Yeah.
So that was cute.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite scene that made it into the final cut without giving away too many spoilers?
Of course. I get to play an executive agent, and there's a junior agent, and he's decided that he's going to mirror everything that I'm doing. So if I do this, he does that. And it's a very fun bit. I got to play with a lovely comic actor named Jordan, so really fun. If you want to study arts, also study business, because you should be recognizing that to be an artist and a creative freelancer means that you are the brand, and you need to learn how to market yourself well. So be both a creative and a business-minded individual.
I love that. Sounds like you're still in character as an agent.
Definitely.
It's good to have that business brain. Congratulations on being here and on being nominated. I think there's a couple nominations that Back to Bridgewood has received. So how does that feel?
It's just really great. It was such a good experience anyway, so it just feels like extra icing on the cake. It's wonderful.
What was your role in the production?
I played the ski mask thief.
Ooh,
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And without giving away too many spoilers, what is the storyline about?
Someone who I think they know exactly what their life is, and then they, through a series of obstacles and moments in their life that they didn't prepare for, they find out that they wanted something completely different for their life, and a little bit of personal transformation. There's a lot of feelings of finding hope and trusting what life brings you.
Who do you play? What was your role in Back to Bridgewood?
Yeah, so I play Ryan, more of the bully in Back to Bridgewood.
What was your favorite memory from set? Do you have a favorite moment that stuck out to you?
So my favorite memory on set, which I'm forever grateful for, is the part when the first director pulled me aside after the second day of filming and relayed that he liked my work and he heard that I was looking for an agent, and he connected me with a wonderful manager, wonderful agent that I still work with to this day. And yeah, I'll forever be grateful that this opportunity led me to the growth in my acting journey. So,
is there any advice you would give the younger version of yourself?
Never stop creating, never stop doing what fulfills you. And I think that's something as a 22-year-old that I'm noticing now, that I need to forever be creating and always be pursuing my dreams no matter what, because doubt comes, and once that doubt comes, you always have to fulfill it with something that fulfills you. And if you don't have that, you have nothing at all.
So ladies, Back to Bridgewood had its West Coast premiere this morning, is that correct? Yes. How did that feel to see it here at the AMC 16?
It was amazing. It was so funny, and we made it so long ago. It was nice to remember half of what we did.
How long ago was it that you were in production?
About a year and a half.
Here.
I know. We were trying to figure that out. We're like, is it a year? No, it's the beginning of 2023.
Okay.
And then we did pickups early summer.
Wow.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah. So what were all of your roles in the production?
I was Nancy, the kiss butt to Principal Shepherd.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you?
I was Betty, one of the nurses in the beginning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And who did you play?
I played Liz's best friend, Anne, and I'm just always trying to push her in the right direction. She doesn't listen to me.
Oh, well, everyone needs a friend like that, though. Do you ladies have a favorite scene that made it into the final cut, or maybe a favorite memory from being on set during production?
We did a really physically over-the-top like comedy scene where I got to wheel her around in a wheelchair, and she got away from me, and then trying to fight the door open on the car. It was really fun to be like as big as you would be like on stage, really, because it was such a wide shot.
Did I hear that you traveled in from where?
I came from Leeds, England.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Burbank. How does it feel to be here screening at the AMC 16?
It's great, yeah, really exciting. It's actually my first time on the West Coast, so doing a bit of sightseeing as well as catching the movies and stuff, so yeah.
And so tonight, is this the premiere of The Girl with Flaxen Hair?
Yeah, we actually already screened this morning, but yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, had a great time.
Did you have a favorite scene that made it into the final cut?
There's this big dramatic scene, like this kind of comes right in the middle of the film, which you know, there's some tears and stuff like that, and it's quite moving, you know. Like, it was one long take that we were able to, you know, didn't need to cut anything out of it. It was just the perfect take, and we're just like so proud of Harriet's performance there. It was really good.
Enjoy not only the film festival, but enjoy Los Angeles. Panacea is screening tonight, or is it premiering tonight?
It is screening tonight. We had an earlier premiere, but this is the most important one.
I mean, yeah, because it's Burbank.
It's Burbank.
It's the Burbank premiere, right?
Yeah.
It is the Burbank premiere.
Yeah.
We are very excited, very excited, very excited.
And you should also be excited because I believe you're nominated for a couple of awards tomorrow?
We're nominated for Best Horror and Best Production Design.
What were your roles in Panacea?
As a co-writer, co-director, producer, and star. So I played a lot of parts on this one. I don't recommend doing that again.
I was lead actor in Panacea. It was a pretty incredible experience. This is the first time I had to like change my physical composition for the film, actually. He suggested, do I go extreme one way, like if I lose the weight, and then, because I wanted to bring authenticity to the film too. So I was like, go big or go home. It was a short film, student film, doesn't really matter. It's what I love to do, try to bring as much authenticity to the character as possible. So it was a great experience, yeah.
Very cool. Out of all the hats you wore, do you have a favorite one?
I prefer acting and producing. Okay. Yeah, I think those are my favorites. Directing, I'd rather give it off to someone who's better than me, and writing, definitely give it off to someone else. Yeah, definitely somebody else. Writing, I admire you writers, man. I've tried it. It is tough.
Well, I commend you for wearing so many hats and for you going so deep into that character. Last quick question for you guys. If you could travel back in time to when you were 10 or 12 years old, what advice would you give that younger version of yourself?
Oh, wow.
I know, it's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I would say, not that it has worked out, but give it time. You know, you don't got to have all the answers right now. As long as you're making progress in the direction and the ladder that you want to be climbing, then it's a life worth living.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
What about you?
I think for me is don't care what you look like, just have fun. That's what I would say, because I was always very self-conscious as a kid. I'm still self-conscious. I'm an actor, you know, it's a self-conscious, yeah, it's a thing. But I think, you know, just not really care what other people think about you. Just be in the moment and just have fun.
And we are here celebrating which film tonight?
The Trainer.
Which is showing when?
In the Chills and Thrills #3, and it's written and directed by Scott Caswell.
What were your roles in the production?
I am the lead, and he is a personal trainer, and he has a flashback, and he's triggered during a training session, and then we kind of see why he is. So it's a nice little cool thriller. This is my girlfriend, Malika Haddad.
Hi, Malika Haddad. I am, I guess, what, the hiker, the missing hiker. I know that he finds as he's a park ranger. Yeah. So he has to find me. I go missing, and his whole goal is to kind of find out what happened to me and my boyfriend. What happened to us.
It was all shot on the latest iPhone, so that was like super cool. So I'm excited to see that, and I hope that they can see like you can still make projects with your phone. And I hope someday we can make it a feature film.
Maybe Apple TV will pick it up. I'm just
Maybe Apple TV, latest iPhone.
Yes, absolutely.
We filmed in like the freezing cold, so it was like all snow, and it was like an hour away. So the whole goal was to try and like shoot it when it was not like going dark. And I had to like pretty much lay down on the snow as the hiker. So I was just trying not to like freeze. But yeah, it was great.
What film are we here celebrating tonight?
Vessel.
What are you hoping that audiences take away from your film?
I hope that they'll be surprised. This movie has some twists in it.
What were your roles in the film?
I was a supporting character in the film, And I'm the writer-director.
What advice today would you give that younger version of yourself?
Don't be afraid to take chances and try things outside your comfort zone.
What's your film?
My film is Orem. It's a great little horror film starring Christina Klebe, Barbara Crampton, and Bill Moseley. There is a creature that appears and sort of starts wreaking havoc, which I hope the audience is really going to enjoy.
And we're here celebrating Under tonight, which has 6 nominations for awards. It's incredible. What does that feel like?
It's totally amazing. I'm glad to be part of the film because it's near and dear to me because it has 2 social themes. Theme number 1, human trafficking. Theme number 2, the loss of a child.
And what's your role in the production?
I was the associate producer. I love just the actors involved in it. I think the movie was done so profoundly and proficiently. From start to finish, it just captivates your heart. Real tearjerker, yes.
Under is actually nominated for like 5 or 6 awards, I believe. How does that feel?
It feels great. We are so excited to be here at the Burbank International Film Festival for Under, and we're super excited that we have 6 nominations. So I guess we'll see what happens on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think 6 is the most that any film has, so it's super exciting. What was your role in Under?
I'm a producer and line producer of Under.
If we could travel back in time to when you were 10 or 12 years old, what advice today would you go back and give your younger self?
I feel like my parents did a great job of saying, like, follow your dreams, do whatever you want to do. I grew up in the restaurant business, so I thought that's what my path was, but then things turned and here I am, and I think it's, you know, if someone wants to pursue something, go for it.
So Wake got nominated for a couple things, if I'm not mistaken.
It did.
Yeah, how does that feel?
It feels great. I'm super excited. Yeah, best horror thriller, director, cinematographer, and actor. I was the writer, director, editor, a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. Well, which was your favorite role that you played? What your favorite hat, so to speak?
Oh, definitely the director hat. Yeah,
okay.
That was the main reason for doing it.
Where'd the inspiration come from for Wake?
The inspiration, I wanted to take a look at the vampire genre and see if I could find a way to make it actually scary, because we're used to seeing it like kind of cartoonish and sexy, and like, what if we tried to make it scary? And
I love that.
So that's the goal.
I just did a vampire miniseries like 2 weeks ago, so I can't wait to, I haven't seen yours yet, obviously. Is this the premiere tonight? Or?
Nope, we've been playing around a little bit, but this is an exciting one.
Is there any advice that you today would give your younger version of yourself?
Take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt. Like, there's going to be a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and like none of them are that serious because it's going to change.
What film are we here supporting today?
I'm supporting Ana Paula. Ana Paula is a story about a girl that has some problems to get her niece from the orphanage, and I'm the father of her boyfriend. So my son in the story is one of the main characters. I'm a supporting actor in that.
If you could go back in time and give your younger self any advice, what would you tell the younger version of you?
Keep dreaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely.
Dreams are possible to reach, yes.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you're
definitely sure about it.
And you're doing it this weekend, so congratulations to you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Enjoy the festival.
And thank you to Los Angeles and Burbank Film Festival for this chance.
The film that we are supporting is Beneath the Surface. I was the director, writer, and producer.
And I was the lead actress and the producer of it.
It is loosely based on The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. It's a short little horror film about a female serial killer. Basically everything that takes place in the prison. We did a lot, that's where a majority of it took place, but the set itself was a beautiful find.
The prison set was the most challenging, but also the most fun.
Don't forget to follow Burbank International Film Festival on all social media accounts at Burbank Film Fest. Thanks for supporting Burbank International Film Festival. I'm Kambra Potter, and I'm honored to be your host.